Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. I'm so excited today because I'm going to share my first Christmas project with you this year. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm just so excited. So I'm going to show you how to make this mini Christmas wreath. For my project today, I used fabulous papers from Rinea. They are all foiled papers, and for this project I use Arctic, Ruby, Emerald and Jade. All of them come from Starstruck papers, which means they've got these tiny stars on the paper. So for our project we need a piece of cardboard. It can be any cardboard you've got at home. I use the back of one of my boxes, and we need a pencil and a compass. As you can see, I made a dot, and now I'm measuring 7 centimeters, and I'm going to draw a circle. So actually it will be 14 centimeters. You can take your time with drawing the circle, but actually it's not that really important because we're going to cut it out. Now I'm measuring again, and this time I'm going to draw a circle with 6 centimeters. So as you can see, it will create sort of a circle frame measuring 1 centimeter. Seriously, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it anyway. I have to say that this project is absolutely simple, elegant, beautiful and so easy to make. So if you'd like to make it, I really encourage you to do. It would be a really nice Christmas gift for someone in your family, and I'm a true believer that handmade gifts are the best in the world. So now, as you can see, I'm using my scissors to cut out my wreath frame, and as I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect. It will be absolutely fine. I just encourage you to use really strong scissors when you work with cardboard, and always start cutting out the circle from the middle, and then cut out the outer edge. It will make it will be just so much easier. So now I'm going to use the Jade Starstruck foiled paper, and I'm going to cut out quite a few twigs. As you can see, I used the dies from my stash, and I think I cut out about 55 of twigs. You can do more if you want to make bigger wreath, or you can cut out less if you want to create even smaller wreath. Okay, so now I'm going to use liquid glue, and I'm going to give you a small tip with this foiled paper. If you attach the foiled paper to any surface, you can use liquid glue. But if you attach two foiled papers together, I really suggest you can use really strong double-sided adhesive. And you will see that later in the video when I'm going to use red liner tape. But anyway, let's go back to our project. When you create these wreaths using this Rinea foiled paper, the effect you get is absolutely stunning. The way the foiled paper shapes and catches the light is absolutely incredible. At the end, I put my wreath on a wall which is actually facing my window in the living room, and the way the wreath catches the light, oh, I absolutely love looking at it. So here, as you can see, we're just attaching the jade twigs on our wreath frame, and it don't have to be perfect because we won't really see the cardboard here. If you miss any spaces, you can always go back and add more twigs. As in nature, it doesn't have to be perfect. The more organic it looks, the better. So you can go both sides, on the outer edge and on the inner edge, and yeah, just have fun putting them. What I really encourage you, before you move on to the next step, just leave the wreath for about 15 minutes to dry, because we use quite a lot of liquid glue. Okay, and yeah, I'm just going to fill in some of the spots with the twigs, and our beautiful wreath frame is done. Now it's time to create a small hole. As you can see, I'm using my pokey tool, which is really sharp at the end. Yeah, and just make sure the hole is big enough so we can put the string through later on. And now we are going to use ruby foiled paper, and I'm going to use middle and small poinsettia dies. And then we're going to die cut it again from emerald, which will create the leaves. And with the red we need 5 of each small and middle, 5 of emerald middle, then we're going to need 1 big from Arctic and 1 middle from Arctic, and again 1 big from emerald. Trust me, it will make sense in a minute. So now, as you can see, these are all my cutting dies, and we are going to put the poinsettias together. So for the red ones, I had the middle and the small cutting dies. These dies come from Tattered Lace, and they are actually perfect for this project. So here, instead of using a liquid glue, I'm using red liner tape, which is double-sided, really strong adhesive, and it works absolutely fine with the foiled paper. And as you can see, I'm just offsetting the petals and leaves, so we have beautiful flower. And now you don't need any specialistic tool to shape your flowers and petals. Just use your fingers. It will create such an incredible look, and it's so easy to do, trust me. And with this Rinea foiled paper, if you shape your flowers, they actually stay that way unless you just change the shape. Here I'm putting liquid glue, and I'm going to attach 3 gold gems in the middle to give my poinsettias even more sparkle. And that's our first poinsettia done. And now I'm going to create the white one using the bigger cutting die and the middle one. So as you can see, I've got the big Arctic, the middle Arctic, and big emerald, which is the green. And again, I'm going to use double-sided tape to put all these elements together. And I have to say that the Arctic Starstruck foiled paper is my favorite from the entire collection. It's just so elegant and beautiful. For my project, I wanted to use 5 red poinsettias and 1 which is a little bit bigger in white color. And I absolutely love the way it turned out. I really recommend that when you create something, just play with the colors. It's so incredible. Oh, going back to our project, now I'm just putting 3 of the gold gems inside our white poinsettia. And that's how it looks like. And now you have the comparison with the red one. The red one is just tiny bit smaller than the white one. And now it's time to see all our poinsettias, and we're going to put them on our wreath. When you put the flowers on a wreath, I always suggest to start from the top. Here I put a little bit of liquid glue. So when you put liquid glue on both foiled papers, I really encourage you to leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes just to make sure it is adhered properly and it doesn't move. So when you attach the flowers, I really recommend you start from the top, then bottom, and then you go to the sides. My idea for this wreath was to put the white flower at the bottom on the left hand side, just for a little bit better composition, let's say. Yeah, but if you want to create your own mini wreath or even bigger wreath, you can play with the colors and put the one which is old one, the white one, wherever you want. And now you can see how the wreath looks like, And here I attach the string, so my wreath is ready to be hung on the door or on a wall. I really hope you're inspired. In the description you will see links to my social media, but I also left the links to Rinea website, their shop, and amazing design team. I really encourage you to check all these amazing ladies and their beautiful projects. Have an amazing day. Happy crafting. I can't wait to see your creations. Just leave the link down below. Bye!